Good morning. I'm Jay Vidya, Assistant Professor in the Department of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchendur. So, in this video, we are going to discuss the topic about the power generation. As we know that the power generation are done with various types of sources. Basically, the types of sources are two. The two types are renewable and non-renewable energy sources. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the power generation based on the source coal. So, it is one of the fuel. So, a brief introduction about the steam power station is a generating station which converts the heat energy of the coal combustion into electrical energy is known as steam power station. So, it is also known as thermal power station as well as thermal power plant. A steam power station basically works on the Rankine cycle. The Rankine cycle means the steam gets produced in case of the boiler when the coal gets combusted. After that, the steam is traveled through the steam turbine. From that steam turbine, the turbine gets rotated and it is converted into electrical energy with the help of the alternator. After that, the excess steam is again condensed and it is given to the boiler itself for the process again. The process will continue again. This cycle is called as Rankine cycle. The steam produced in the boiler by utilizing the heat of coal combustion and it is expanded into the prime mover and it is condensed again. The process continues. This is called as Rankine cycle. Finally, in case of the steam turbine, the produced mechanical energy is converted into electrical in alternator. This type of power station is suitable where the coal and water is available in abundance and a large amount of electrical power is to be generated. Again, with the help of the diagram, we can explain the thing. In the diagram, we can divide into various sections. The first arrangement is the coal settling section, that is coal handling section, and then it is steam generating section. Finally, the changing of mechanical energy into electrical energy section. The first section is the coal handling section. The source is given to the boiler. Before the coal input to the boiler, it has to be pulverized. The pulverized means we have to crush the coal into very small pieces, which helps to burn the coal easily. And when it gets pulverized, it is given as input to the boiler, it gets burned. The water which is from the condenser, that is feed water pump, is heated and the steam is produced. The steam is given as input to the turbine, the process continues. The energy transformation in this section, in this power plant is the chemical energy is converted into heat energy with the help of the boiler, and the heat energy is converted into mechanical energy with the help of the steam turbine, and the mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy with the help of the alternator. These are all the various sections. So, by this proper arrangement only we can improve the efficiency of the power plant. If the arrangement is not proper, the efficiency of the power plant is not achieved as much as in good level. So, the various sections are coal and ash handling arrangement, steam generating plant and steam turbine section, alternator, feed water and cooling arrangement. The coal and ash handling plant, the coal is transported to the power station where it is reached the coal storage plant. So every thermal power plant has the coal storage plant, because to avoid the shortage of the coal and the issues like a failure of the transportation and all, we can rectify the problem of unavailability of the coal. This coal storage plant helps to provide the coal uninterruptedly. So from the coal storage plant, the coal is delivered to the coal handling plant where it is get pulverized. As I already said that the pulverized means crushed the coal into very small pieces in order to increase its surface exposure, thus promoting rapid combustion without using large quantity of the excess air. So because we are providing the air and as well as the that is a source to heat that. So when it gets pulverized and crushed into small pieces, it gets burnt quickly. This pulverized coal is fed to the boiler by the belt conveyors. The coal is burnt in the boiler and ash is produced. After the complete combustion of the coal, the ash have to be removed because the presence of the ash in the boiler which disturbs the continuous process. Again the coal gets burned means the process will delay. So the removal of the ash from the boiler furnace is necessary for proper burning of the coal. It is worthwhile to give a passing reference to the amount of coal burnt and the ash produced in a modern thermal power stations. The next arrangement is the steam generating plant. So the steam generating plant has the boiler, superheater, economizer and the air preheater. From the name itself we came to know about the boiler. So when we are after crushing the coal that is when it gets pulverized, we are giving as input to the boiler. In the boiler it gets heated and the water gets heated and it becomes steam. So again, when the steam is produced in the boiler, with the help of the superheater, we are going to superheat that particular steam. So we are superheating the steam into 540 degrees Celsius. This superheater is attached as in the hottest part of the boiler. So from this steam from the boiler is entered in the superheater. In the superheater, it is again superheated into 540 degrees Celsius, which helps to heat the water very quickly and it increases the pressure also. Because of the increased pressure in the steam, it runs the steam turbine in a proper level. So after the superheater, the economizer, the process of the economizer is to heat the water before it enters into the boiler. When it enters into the boiler, the water is already heated because of the presence of economizer. The air preheater means it is also like the economizer, which the coal is injected with the air preheater, which makes the time reduced to burn the coal. And the next section is the steam turbine. Finally, with the help of the steam generating section, we are increasing the steam which is produced in the boiler into 540 degrees Celsius. The high pressure steam is given as input to the steam turbine. The steam turbine gets rotated because of the high pressure steam. The blade gets rotated. That rotation is considered as that rotation is the mechanical energy, which is the output of the steam turbine. That mechanical energy is given as input to alternator with the help of the shaft. The steam turbine and the alternator are connected with the mechanically coupled, that is shaft. The mechanical energy in the turbine is given as input to the alternator. From the alternator we are receiving the electrical output. The steam which is the high pressure steam which helps to produce the mechanical energy in steam turbine. After that, the excess steam is received through the condenser. The excess steam is received and it is given to the condenser. With the help of the cooling towers and all, the excess steam is converted again into the water. Again the water is heated with the help of economizer and the feed water pump. Again the process continues. The water reaches the boiler. The process continues. This is called as Rankine cycle. The alternator, the steam turbine is coupled with that. The electrical energy is received and it is delivered to the bus bars through the various components like the transformers, circuit breakers and the isolators. The feed water pump which helps to increase the water before entering into the boiler. Then the cooling tower helps to cool the water before entering into the feed water pump. This feed water pump again heats it. The cooling arrangement helps for this purpose. There are various advantages and disadvantages in the steam power plant. Even though there are many disadvantages, because of this points we are preferring the steam power plant for high power generations. The various advantages are the fuel cost is very cheap when compared to the other types of power plants like nuclear power plant and then biogas and all. So compared to that, the usage of fuel, that is usage of source, the cost is very low. Less initial cost as compared to the other generating stations. It can be installed at any place irrespective of the availability of the sources. But in case of hydropower plant and other stations and all, we have to to locate the power plant where the sources are available. But in case of this power plant, we don't want to that is irrespective of the availability of source, we can place it, because with the help of transportation we can bring the source from its place to the power station. It requires less space as compared to the hydroelectric power station and the other type of power stations. The cost of generation is lesser when compared to the diesel power station. The disadvantages with this type of power plant is it pollutes the atmosphere due to the production of the large amount of smokes and fumes. With the help of chimney, we are exposing the smoke to the atmosphere. Because of that, it gets polluted. It is costlier in running cost as compared to the hydroelectric plant. So from this lecture, you came to know about the basic operation of the steam power plant. Thanks for watching.